Welcome to Sao Paulo, Brazil for the classic Interlagos circuit. Many champions have been crowned here on this anti-clockwise circuit. It allows for some fantastic overtaking with fast and furious racing. Let's see a hot lap from SLR driver Icewind. So here we are on board the Mercedes with SLR driver Icewind, the Finnish man. Quite a pacey young man he is himself. Like, say young man, he's actually this new as me. But anyway, here we go, approaching the start of his Brazilian Grand Prix, heading up into turn 1, carrying well over 300 kph. Into this very tricky first braking point. Easy on the throttle as we drop down to the standard S. You don't want to be too harsh on the throttle here because you'll get a kick of oversteer. And then nice and wide, using all the track you can onto this DRS zone, giving you a chance to set yourself up for this next section. Dropping down to the 4th gear, this fantastic, one of my favourite sections of the lap, this double left-hander. Flat out again then as we rise up into this very fast 6 and 7, and then pinpoint braking needed just here to line yourself up nicely for another tricky entry point here off to turn 8 onto the hairpin. Back up the hill now for another tricky entry point. It's all about Brazil, these tricky entry points, as we see a little bit of a lock up here. And then easy in on the throttle once again, dropping down flat out as you can, getting your corner entry pinpoint, scratching just the edge of the curb, and then flat out giving the car all you've got, everything you've got, all your love, straightening out this corner as best as you can, clipping a little bit of the edge of the pit wall, and that completes the lap.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for another SLR stream. This time it's Tier 4 and we are at Brazil. Joining me on the comms this week is making his debut performance, Durhammer, aka Nieber. Hello sir.
Hello.
Thank you for joining us. Yes, so we are very much looking excited to this one. It's a bit of a different one, Tier 4. They vote for which track they want to race on each week, and this week the track is Brazil. We have a guest driver for this one, and I'm very excited about this. It's my teammate in Tier 1. It is none other than Icewind. So yeah, we've got some stats on screen there just regarding the man himself. I should actually find him on track. He's in the pits. We're not going to see him out on track, I don't think, because he is going to start at the very back. Oh, as I say that, he comes out, so maybe he's just going to go out there and get a feel for the track. But yeah, Icewind, he's held in high regard in the community, even if he doesn't hold himself in too high a regard. I'm sure you've seen yourself, Durhammer, that he constantly criticizes himself, but he's one of the
he's very harsh on himself.
Very, very harsh, yeah, because he'll do a hard run, which I cannot beat on a soft run, and he still thinks he did rubbish.
Yeah, true.
He is yet to win an SLR race. I know he has won an F2, but not an SLR league race, but I think it's only a matter of time before it comes, because he definitely has the pace. It's just Tier 1 is full of killer sharks. Yeah, it's like the cream of the crop. So if you're gonna win Tier 1, you know, you've really made it in the game. So there we go.
There's some pretty fast times already, by the way. I've seen Andre did a 186 and Daryl 189. That's nothing to sneeze at.
Yeah, so what time do you think is going to take pole in this Tier 4 Brazil race then?
Yeah, it's hard to call because I don't know all the drivers that well. But if they're already doing a 186 with the track just being green, maybe a 184 or 183 maybe?
Yeah, well, I think the pace setter really is going to be these Renault boys. In past races, they have been very dominant out front all the time. Legend especially just seems to have that extra bit of pace in the car, and he is out on track at the minute, as is Shaka.
Yeah.
Another. Oh, actually, he's decided to pit, so he hasn't got a time on the board. He was
I
out.
think Shaka, is he the one running no assist, or am I confusing him with somebody else?
Yeah, he is running no assists. He's new to the league, but he's already making waves. He has improved big time in the last few weeks, and I'm sure you've seen yourself. He's very active in the practice sessions, and that's something that's
Yeah.
definitely a good sign for the future, as Icewind does indeed
Meanwhile,
retire.
yeah, he didn't want to continue. I think he just tested the track and called it a day. But yeah, Shaka, I actually had a race with him in the classics race we did for fun on Tuesday, and I had like a long battle with him on Spa, so he was pretty good there.
Yeah, I'm starting to get worried. He was a new guy, and at first I was beating him very handily, but now not. I have to really work to beat him, and it's he's grinding
Yeah.
away. So he's one to watch out for. I think he's going to make his way to tier 1 eventually, but we don't want to throw him in the deep end too much.
No, that's.
I think let him have a bit of fun
Oh,
down here first.
Legend with a. Okay. He got the room.
Yeah, it's a
Following
great.
Legend on his hot lap.
Yeah, I'm with Legend at the minute. I mean, this is a classic track. I love it. I do love it. It's one of my favorites of the calendar. It's just a bit different from a lot of tracks.
Yeah.
You've got
Just a
that.
height difference.
Yeah, there's a lot of elevation changes. It's very twisty infield section, and then you've got that long start finish straight.
Yep.
This final corner, which Legend is now approaching, is key to the key to a good lap, I would say, as you want to get a really good exit.
Yeah. That's Jim Cow.
Jim Cow?
Jim Cow.
Okay, Jim Cow. And Legend keeping close to the wall.
Well. 187, that's a really good lap.
Yeah, but not enough to get pulled, so Andre stays on top for now. And Legend cutting his way. Didn't want to take turn 2 there. He decides to go across that one, but we'll say nothing about that.
Wardup is also now on hot lap, and he's improving his time by a tenth already.
Yeah, Wardup is another guy. He's very much like in the same camp as Shaka. I think Wardup is running some assists, but he's one of these guys in a lot of practice sessions, grinding away, getting better every day.
Yes, we got Rosberg's going in. Nico.
Yeah, Wardup is indeed up in his time.
Giannis is very close to pole.
Oh, that is tight, yeah. 108.636. What's that difference? Like
That's
100?
nothing.
Yikes.
I know what it is to miss pole on Brazil by nothing, because in another league I was running, I was 6,000 of a second.
Oh, that's gonna sting. That's gonna leave a mark. As Wardup goes P5 there, 108.9991.
1,000 faster than Darrow. See what I mean? And it's a short track, so they're gonna be running close no matter what, even if there's maybe some skill difference. But yeah, it's not long enough to make a big difference anywhere. So it's also gonna be a factor in the race.
And I got Shaka here. He's about to cross the line. Looks like he is on a valid lap here. The yellow flag sector 2-3, but he does put a time on the board, but it is P15 for now, so a bit of a banker lap, something to build on there anyway.
Yeah, it's time to improve it. Oh, there's yellows. Or is it just a car slowing down?
Nico Rosbot as well. I expect him to kind of get higher up this grid here. He's pretty pacey. I think he's really tier 3, tier 2 material, but he unfortunately can't race on those tiers, as it's not, the time does not suit him.
He's now going out on medium, so maybe his soft lap was a banker lap, or he didn't use the full fuel or ERS.
Yeah, so the tire strategy is a bit of interesting here. You know, it's usually soft, medium, medium, soft.
Ooh, Andre improved to a 184, by the way.
Oh, so he hasn't.
That's already on my predicted time.
He hasn't just laid down the gauntlet. He's like smacked your face with it a few times and then laid it down.
Oh, the chat is asking if you want to show tires.
Do I want to show tires? Yes, I do. Okay, I am not like Timo. I will not refuse to show the tires.
Yeah, he ignored it like time.
So
it's difficult watching at multiple screens, so bear with us.
Yep, so there we go. The tires are on screen for everybody to see. Everybody in the top 9 are on softs at the minute. Oh,
Yeah.
actually, top 10. All the top 10 times are on softs. The highest medium runner is P12 at the minute, but a few people are, as you were saying, Hammer.
196 is not a bad time by Jamie on mediums, by the way.
Yeah.
But it's really hard to qualify in the top 10 on mediums, so I think you best go soft, and if you qualify outside the top 10, then maybe it's worth the gamble to start on mediums. What do you think about the strategy here?
Yeah, I would say I like the old strat a wee bit, but recently I've kind of gone off it a bit because if you fall too far behind, you fall out of this DRS train kind of thing, and you will lose out there. So it depends, like, you know, it really depends. If I'm P11, I am tempted by the cheeky alt strat of medium to soft, but otherwise, like, I'm in tier 1, boy, so unless I qualify in softs, I'm going to be well at the back. You know, some of these tracks you would see like a medium compound, like a ready to go for medium. You'll always see me on a soft and quali because I just want to try and get up. You know, I don't want to be starting at the back every race.
Yeah, because if you fall behind, then somebody's driving through the grass here. Is that Legend? It's a Renault. Yeah, that's Legend.
Oh,
Legend
Legends.
went for a bit of...
Yeah, he was on a lap as well, wasn't he?
Yeah.
So he's gonna have to back
So he
out
made a
of this.
mistake
Yeah,
somewhere.
he is backed out. Okay, so let's have a look at these guys as well. I mean, I'm familiar with most of these guys, but this guy JP50, I've never heard of him before. I haven't even seen him in any practice sessions, so him being in P4 is a bit of a... This came out of nowhere for me. We also got Jamie. I think he's kind of new. I have seen him about. Ignacio, I've seen him about. He's not too bad. The rest of the guys are kind of resident tier 4 guys. Well, with that said, though, I was speaking to Wimby before the race. He's a tier 3 manager, and there are 2 slots open for the tier 3 divisions. So potentially, if you do well in this race, you will get... Well, there's going to be an announcement after the race.
Cupson disconnected.
Oh dear, hopefully he can get back into the session. But yeah, as I was saying, Wimpy is going to make an announcement after the race. He's going to be watching this like a hawk and keeping his eye.
Ignacio also left the session.
Uh-oh, I hope we're not having a Steam issue here.
Yeah, like we had before.
Yeah, 2 out so far. It's we'll see how that goes.
Jamie is on a lap, but he's not improving.
Yeah, I've got this JP50 on screen at the minute, and he is going to cross the line. Is he going to go P1? No, he does improve though.
Yeah, 187.
Yes,
nice.
It's getting tight, but Andre, that 108.4 looks unbeatable right now. Oh, Legend disqualified from the session.
Oh, what happened there?
Oh, my man. Does that mean he's... Oh,
he
yeah,
wasn't before as well.
He starts at the back. Oh, man.
Maybe he was trying to change some settings on his in his game, and then it stalled. I don't know. Really weird.
Yeah, he's had an issue in the pit, so that's him out. He's starting at the very back. So he's actually starting behind.
Iceman is not lost.
Yeah, exactly. So Iceman has made a pass without actually having to race at all. That's how fast he is.
That could be a last to first challenge for Legend, because he is pretty pacey.
Oh yeah, we're gonna keep an eye on him at the back, but Andre is out on the track again, so we're gonna follow him around, see how he does. He's on his out lap, I believe, at the minute. Or no, this is his in lap. Sorry, I'm being a bit slow on the...
Sagos also went into the pit back.
Yeah.
Jamie is out on softs now, but he invalidated by the looks of it.
Ever snacks a lot as well. He's someone we see do pretty well in qualifying, but not so well in the race. Oh, Ward Up. Yeah, Ward Up is now on a lap, so let's see if he can better his position of P5 currently.
A Toro Rosso is off somewhere.
Yeah, I think that might be Giannis, who retired from the session.
He retired.
Yeah, Giannis is one to watch for because he is pretty fast, but he did lag massively last race, and obviously that's not something we would like to see on the stream. Can cause a lot of problems for other drivers. Yeah. Yeah, I had a race recently in DMR, and this guy, you know him, Zotax.
Zotax.
Yeah, I
He's in another dimension.
I passed him. I passed him on the straight, and then by the next turn, he literally warped in front of me, and I was like, "What is
Yeah.
going on? I don't know where this guy is."
The worst thing is usually people warping backwards. If you're like behind them and they warp
Oh, it's
backwards,
scary.
and you're like,
Yeah, it's scary
you
stuff,
almost
isn't
poo
it?
your pants. Is Wadab on? Yeah, Wadab is on a lap. Are you following as well?
Yeah, I'm following him, but he's backed out of it. Yeah, he totally backed out of that one. Yeah,
Probably made a mistake somewhere.
he is on
He
a lap
still has
here.
time to do a run if he has the tires.
Yeah,
I
and
mean,
he's
it's a short lap, so a short out lap as well.
yeah, and he's to get out quick. John is on a lap here as well. I'm trying to see, watch his delta. Oh, he's got a car in the way here. Oh, the car doesn't get out of the way either.
Ay. That's not what you want to see.
Yeah, I'm not sure who
Nacio was kinda unaware.
was that. Ignacio, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
it does happen. Like I've had that happen before. Someone's just suddenly behind you, but I mean you need to pay attention, and it's put John off his game here. You see him on the exit of the final turn one into the dirt there. It's going to cost him some time. Yeah, he's well off the time. Yeah, he's.
He does have no. Ignacio abandons his outlap. That's weird. Maybe he felt guilty and called it a day. Shaka's on a lap, but not on improving.
Yeah, Cubson is
Sixth
on
and
a Cubson's on a lap here. He's at the final corner. He is 2 tenths up on his time, so could potentially move up a few slots here. That final corner will be key for him here. He could potentially get himself in the top 5 if he gets a good run here on the start-finish line. And he does indeed. P4, 108.7.
Nice.
He made up a lot of time there on the final sector.
Fubar improves by 6 tenths, but doesn't improve his position, I think.
Okay, so he's struggling there at the back to find pace on those softs. Shaka as well, he's out on a lap. Is he on a lap? Is he about to, he's about to start his lap, I believe. Yeah, I think he's on.
Nice. My screen is never mind, that's just a game. It showed the outlap delta, so I was like
yeah, it's a bit confusing, isn't it? But it's in sector 1, he's 2 tenths up here on my screen. So obviously not good for Shaka. It doesn't look
Jamie,
like
Jamie is on his soft lap now. Let's see if he can improve his medium time.
yeah, Eversnacks a lot in chat is saying, you know, enemies killer, fast in quali, slow in race. Well, introducing Eversnacks, also slow in quali. Yeah. And who else? We got Wimpy saying that, yeah, we're gonna base the tier 3 seat allocation. It's gonna be not just on this race, but also past races as well. So Wimpy, he has a wee black book, I imagine, and he's taking notes right now, taking names,
right.
taking names and numbers.
Somebody needs to do that.
Yeah. Jamie's about to cross the finish line here.
About to cross the finish. Let's see, it's a 1.8.
Ooh, 1.9.
So he
Nice.
does improve to 6th. Well, his last lap was on medium, so it was possible to improve. Sagos in a lap.
Yeah, he's on a lap, and
He's the last one, I think. Everybody else finished.
yeah, P11. I mean, P11's pretty good place to start, unless you're gonna go way up the grid here, which
I think his delta was about the same as his fastest lap so far, but he backed off.
yeah. But yeah, not too bad. It's a decent starting place. P11. You get the fresh tire
We've
strap.
got, Andre and Paul.
Yeah, that's a pretty good stake for that tier 3 seat. I think Andre even could go to tier 2. He's that fast.
He is really fast. I mean, this is my favorite track, and he is 5 tenths faster than my quali time.
Yeah, that'll either be motivating for you or demoralizing.
It's fine.
Eversnacks is feeling it as well. He says everyone is so fast.
Yep. That's
Welcome
my
to-
usual feeling.
Welcome to tier 4, the
Yeah.
slowest division.
slowest
Allegedly.
division, and that's like 7 guys lower than 1.9. I think that's quite impressive, actually.
Yeah, it's probably going to take a wee while just to balance out the tiers, you know, because tier 4 and 3 are relatively new to SLR, so it took a
We have
while.
so many new drivers recently.
It took a while with tier 2 to kind of balance that out. It's a bit better now. It used to be quite like the guys at the top of the grid were just super fast, and then you had a big gap between them and the midfield. But now it's a wee bit more. It's getting a wee bit more balanced. You know, I like to keep working on that though.
There's always room for improvement. So let's hope they keep it clean at the start.
Yeah, indeed. And I'm just looking at this graphic. This is supplied by Nefluke, and it's saying that Ice, he's a tier 1 no assist driver. He is winning head to head and qualifying by 10-5. That's that's against
you,
me, yeah, but I mean, like that's actually pretty impressive for me, 10-5. Yeah, and SLR, he's tier 1. He's currently 9th place in the standings, got 78 points. He's had 5 DNFs though, 1 podium and 4 fastest lap. He does like his fastest laps, and I wonder if he's gonna get the fastest lap today. I would be safe to bet the house on that one, I would say.
Aren't you gonna start your win streak then?
I don't know about that now, but yeah, the drivers are on their way. Formation lap, the hardest lap of the race.
So interestingly, only 2 drivers chose the medium tires, and they're starting at the back, Icewind and Legend.
Yeah, so we're gonna keep an eye on those guys, but there's gonna be a lot of action here. I think Brazil always throws up pretty good battles.
Definitely. I think for the start I'm gonna follow somebody in the middle.
Yeah, that might be an idea, just to catch what happens further back. I'll keep an eye on the action up front. Pretorius is asking why is Icewind not last. So yeah, Legend.
Yeah, Legend got disqualified.
Yeah. So
blocking the pit lane.
It happens.
You know, I actually seen that happen before. When I don't know where that was, but somebody, that was another league in Chicane Island Racing. A guy went into the pit, in Spa, but he made a mistake, and then he got stuck. And then the 2 guys behind him got stuck as well, and they all got disqualified. So he suddenly lost 3 guys in quali.
Well, here we are. This is it. The moment has arrived. Icewind against.
Here we go.
Against the tier 4 drivers, the big one. I see Legend is pulling up at the back of the grid, so we're about to get underway. The hype is about to be realized.
Real.
Let's go.
Are the lights on? I cannot see. The lights are on, and away we go. They're keeping it clean so far.
Yeah, Janice going down the inside of Andre. Yeah. Oh, Janice actually ahead. Andre having to back out of that, and actually Janice is in the lead of this Grand Prix. But what's happening?
Oh, there's somebody off.
Oh, I think it's
Mehmet.
Yeah. Yep,
He went through the grass.
He has lost a bunch of positions for that then, so he's down 8 positions from that start, but relatively clean.
Like it doesn't look like he has damage. Eversnack also had a slow start.
Yeah, he is P18 in the Ferrari at the back, but let's go up front here. Andre, is someone going to go down the inside? Darrow sends it down the inside of Jamie. Bit of a sneaky move there, but he gets it done.
And Water was right behind. Oh, there's somebody off again. Jamie went off.
Yep. Let's have a look.
That's unfortunate. Yeah, you had to wait until the field passed.
And
so at least a safe track re-entry.
As Wimpy pointed out there, Icewind is already up to P11. He's almost in the points.
Wow.
He might actually get P10 here, but
Jamie. Sorry to interrupt you, but Jamie is spun again. His rear tires must have completely overheated.
Yeah, he's not having a good time of it. But look at that, Icewind up to P10 already on the first lap. He got that last overtake done there by the start-finish line, so he's. Yeah, just as I expected.
He was cutting through the field, but Legend as well. He's also already P12.
Yeah, he's not far behind Icewind. I think these guys are going to probably find each other on track pretty
There's
soon.
another yellow.
Fubar is about to get the move done on him by the Legend, it looks like. It's quite tough to try, to pass in this infield section though. Very narrow, twisty kind of.
Yeah, the middle section is really not a place to pass. You just have to get the final exit out of Junkao right, so you can pass him on the straight.
Oh, and Legend sends it down the inside of Fubar, and makes that look easy. So
And that's
Legend,
a ballsy pass.
yeah, big time. Gets it done though. He kind of had to. There was a sense of urgency there as he doesn't want to lose sight of Icewind, and there is a position change for P5, P6. Cudson gets passed, or sorry, yeah, Cudson gets passed by John, so John up to P5 here, but
I think Jamie... Oh, Jamie is really far behind. He pit again? Or he just reached the pit. Poor Jamie. Williams in the usual positions of last and second last.
oh, Icewind up to P9, gets past Sagos there on the second straight, made it look easy.
Meanwhile, we've got a battle for P2 between GP Fifi and Janice. Might be interesting to watch.
Yeah, 100%, but there's a trend developing here in the midfield. They got Icewind, Rodspot, Ward up, Coops on.
They're all behind John.
Yeah, John's
John
the
is
head
the
of
leader of the train.
Yeah, I hate to be in John's position right now. You got a lot of names bouncing around behind you. But yeah, up front, these guys are running pretty tight, but it's only like 10 seconds, covers P1 to P11, so very tight at the minute.
Janice, is he trying to move? No, he sticks behind for now. You really have to get a good run out of the last corner, otherwise it's really hard to pass in the straight. Yeah, we have Nico Rosbot falling behind. He dropped a few positions. There's also a yellow in sector 2, but...
Yeah, Nico getting passed by Icewind there, missed the move, but Icewind is slicing his way through this field.
He's
And
steaming up the front.
I would say Legend was probably the odds-on favourite to win this race. Andre's a bit of a surprise one, so I think Andre's really the guy that Icewind needs to beat in this one, as long as Icewind can stay ahead of Legend here.
He's not too far behind yet, so it's definitely still possible for Icewind to catch up.
Yeah, he's making big gains on Ward up already here, so he's catching onto the back of this.
The John train.
The John DRS train all aboard.
Get your tickets now. Only 350.
350. Oh yeah.
Legend is lining up a move behind Sagos, he's weaving a bit down the straight. I'm guessing he's a pad user then.
Yeah, it could be keyboard. I'm not sure.
Oh, another one for the legendary keyboard club.
I think he might be keyboard, maybe. Yeah, because his inputs look pretty harsh. So we got Legend here on the back.
Gonna try now. Yeah.
Legend got DRS. For some reason, Sagos did not have DRS there. I wonder if his DRS is broken. He should have got it off Nico. Look at this,
But
Legend. I think Legend's gonna go.
They run reduced damage, right?
Yeah, there's reduced damage here. Yeah. Yeah.
DRS should work.
Interesting. Yeah. Legend. Oh, I'm the back out of there. Legend's very good on the brakes. Well, good on the ABS brakes, I should say. As I see a yellow flag up front, so...
Yeah, me too, but I don't see a car going off.
No.
I think there's some sort of bug, because I've been seeing a yellow flag in sector 2 the whole time, but nothing seems to be... Nobody seems to be... Oh, there is somebody off now. Isilo went off. Yeah, that's unfortunate. He lost the DRS train now.
We've got Icewind on Coops on. Icewind going right now outside for turn 1. Is he going to get the move done? It looks like he's got it done before the apex. So he's moved himself up to P6 here. And there's a battle ahead as well. John and Darrow are fighting hard. John gets past Darrow.
Legend passed Sagos. So he did make the move.
Plenty of action here. Yeah, John used DRS to get past Darrow there, but...
Icewind dropping back. Oh, Icewind going wheel to wheel with Cobson here.
Yeah, Cubson making a he got DRS in on the second straight, I imagine, and that allowed him to catch right up in ice, almost able to get past the man, but it's a tough
Yeah, he did
tough
hold.
ask. So these soft tires, how long do you reckon they could run? I think I've seen people run them for a lot of laps at
Uh,
Brazil.
I did Brazil recently, and I did 15 laps on softs. But there were also some people who were complaining about wear after 11 laps. So it does depend a bit on the setup and your tire management. But you can go 14, 15 laps, I think. Icewind got a 5-second penalty for ignoring a yellow flag.
Okay, so that's probably going to be removed after the race. I imagine that's probably the yellow flag. Someone's went off.
That bug in the second sector.
Yeah.
So already we've got a kind of broken race with the consistent yellow in sector 2.
Yeah, Codemasters effect. There's always Ward Up goes wide on the turn 3, I believe that is, and that allowed Nico to close right up. And I think Nico's going to try to send around the outside of this double right-hander. It's a bit of a brave move, and I think he's got it done. Ward Up getting his wheel on the dirt, trying to keep his nose in, but yeah, he's sticking around the outside here. Ward Up is putting up a bit of a fight, but he had to back out there on the exit. Of the hairpin. Oh, and Nico actually lagged back, so it allowed Ward Up to almost get the move back, but no.
I've been checking the penalty situation, and so far Icewind is the only one who is a victim of the yellow flag situation.
Right. Wimpy's Icewind's crew chief, and he's saying that he just got a 5-second penalty for passing a ghosted AI.
That's Jamie. He left the session.
Oh, and Icewind is making another move. It's for P5 this time on Darrow. Yeah, so again, made that look easy.
Johnny's is really close to Fifi, by the way, for second place. But he just... I think Johnny's is running more downforce because he keeps closing in the corners and then just losing it on the straight.
Yeah, Janice is very strong in the last race as well. I'm glad to see his lag issues seem to be resolved for now, because he was literally warping all over the show.
And Icewind has almost worked himself through the John train.
That did not take long at all, did it?
No, he flew through. But still, Legend is also not far behind him, so he could give Icewind a run for his money, actually.
Yeah, Giannis falling off the back at JP50 in that infield section. Oh, JP50 showing us disconnected for me.
Really?
Yeah, just momentarily there, but he's came back there, so.
Looks fine. Maybe Icewind is passing John.
Oh my word. I cannot keep up with these passes of Icewind.
This man is on fire.
Literally on fire. He's up to P4, almost in a podium position. And you know what the crazy thing is? He's on mediums, so his final stint...
He's only 8.6 seconds behind Andre, so he's been losing less than a second a lap while in traffic. That's impressive.
Yeah, and his final stint's going to be on soft, so he's going to be even faster on that final stint.
The only thing with Icewind is I've seen some of the Tier 1 races, and he does have these concentration lapses where he suddenly just bottles it, and we've seen him fly off somewhere. So let's hope he can keep it together then.
Yeah, and what happened to Ward Up? He's down in P10, he was P5 at one time. He's had some big issue there at some point in the last couple of laps.
Yeah, of course, if you make a mistake in such a train, then you lose positions fast. Because if you go off track, you cannot just rejoin, and then you lose not one but 4 or 5 positions when they're this close together. So that's a bit unfortunate for Water, but he's still near the train, so nothing's lost yet. So let's see it.
Hammer, I'm going to ask you a question. You know, with this guest driver slot, you know, we're thinking of, like, you know, which drivers to put in. Is it something you'd be interested in? And, like, you know, what would be your mentality? What would be your approach to that?
Well, I don't think starting from the back would be a good idea for me, because I wouldn't slice through the field like Icewind would. I would probably try to qualify well and just see where I end up, and just try to have a bit of a race with these guys, see how they are wheel to wheel. If they're just not sanding it like some some guys have done.
Yeah, I'm
But
impressed
I
so
must
far.
say the racing has been pretty clean here.
Yeah, very impressed with the racing in this tier so far. And the reason why I'm asking you, because we had Joel as a guest driver last week, and there was a lot of pressure. I have to say, I even felt it, on his behalf as
Really?
well. Yeah, because you're the guest driver. You're supposed to be the fast guy from the higher division. And it's like, what if you mess up? What if you look bad? And Joel didn't have a good time of it out there, but he will. I'm sure he will come back and have a redemption race or something.
Meanwhile, Koopsen has pitted for hard tires. That's okay. Yeah, if you have to pit early, below I think 12 or 11 laps, then mediums is kind of a stretch. So then you have to go on hards.
Yeah, I will avoid hards at all costs
Yeah,
on
it's a
any
really
track.
slow tire in Brazil. So, but yeah, pressure. Yeah, I know I'm not the fastest guy. I know if I get into the zone, I can be really consistent, and that's my only my only strength. So yeah, not really pressure. The only pressure would be like I don't want to cause an incident.
Yeah. And JP50 closed up quite nicely on Giannis in P2, but
Oh,
he's
that means that Janus passed him somewhere
yeah
because
again.
they were the other way around, so we missed that.
Yeah, but JP50 is these guys are very very evenly matched. And hey, what's happened there?
They got
Dario.
a double pass. Legend passed Darrow and Water passed Nico Rosberg.
Oh, nicely done from those guys. So that moves the Legend up to P6 and Ward Up is P8. So a double pass there, turn 1. But looks like Ward Up is...
Legend also passed John.
Oh, nicely done. Yeah, I'm looking at this battle here between Ward Up and Nico though. Ward Up is got passed back by Nico on that second straight.
Yeah, that's a DRS for you. Yeah, Wadup's trying to gain back his lost positions from when he lost a couple positions earlier.
Yeah, that second DRS zone, it means if you do get overtaken on the first straight, you do get another chance to get the position back. But I'm remembering tracks like Mexico where you've got two DRS zones, but they're both activated at one point, so you don't get that opportunity. I really hate that. When you're in that second DRS zone and the guy that overtook you gets the DRS, you're like, no.
Yeah, you just see him fly away.
Yeah.
Yeah, but on Brazil, it's you can pass in the first turn in the Senna S's, but if you get a bad exit out of the second Senna S, then it's really difficult to keep the guy behind you because, as you said, he gets DRS again. So you really have to focus on that exit.
Yeah, it's crucial, really. And I'm watching JP50 here as he is maintaining this pace and staying on the back at Giannis. So I think
they're about the same pace. So yeah, you can pass, but then you just get caught in DRS by the other guy again. DRS from the main straights is pretty strong around here. So if you're within a few tenths of the pace, you can just stay with him.
Yeah, it's hard to shake that DRS, isn't it? Once you got some guy on your back, it's a tough time to try to break that 1 second gap.
True. Meanwhile, Icewind is also closing in. He's also only 7.6 seconds off the lead, so...
Yeah, I see him in the background there, lurking, as I'm watching this battle with 50 and Giannis.
Darrow pits.
Darrow in the pits, so he's one of the first top runners here to pit.
See what tires he's choosing. And Sagos as well. Oh, aren't they the same team?
No, they're Force India and Alpha, so it's...
Oh, right. Sorry, I'm looking at Fubar.
Yeah, don't talk to me about double stacking. That happened to me earlier on this week, and you were watching it and loving it.
Yep.
If you were interested in comedic races, tune into my channel.
Yeah, I also made a clip out of it on my YouTube channel.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I'm a big Curb Your Enthusiasm fan, so that was pretty epic.
Meanwhile, Dara has come out behind his teammate, who's on 13 lap old softs.
Yeah, and he looks like he wants to get
Hoping
past
for some
pretty.
leniency, but
Uh,
Fubar thinks, nope, this is my spot. So there'll be a bit of talk in the at Sauber headquarters after the race.
no team orders here.
Our
And
team orders here.
Nefluk is saying in chat, "Can we please stop choosing hard?"
Yeah.
It was all caps.
Yeah, I don't understand it either. Sakos chose the hards. Darrow chose the mediums, and John and Nico are going in as well. So we're really in the period of the race where the soft runners pitting. And Nico chooses hards.
Oh, okay, okay.
I'm really surprised by the amount of people choosing hards.
Yeah, that's gonna hurt him massively. I don't see.
I think the difference is like 0.8 of a second between mediums and hards.
Yeah, and John's coming out ahead of Darrow, which is pretty important for him. Is Nico gonna come out ahead of Darrow on those hards? We're gonna see this battle between.
He's just in front of Darrow.
Yeah, but Darrow's on those mediums, so.
Yeah, he'll be looking to pass him quickly.
Yeah, we're gonna see this pace advantage on the mediums over the hards here, I reckon. And yeah, look up front, Icewind 1.4 behind P3.
Oh wow! Yeah, but those mediums are really coming to life now, and the softs are of course degrading, so they're losing pace at the front. And Fifi and Giannis are battling each other, so they're losing a lot of time now.
Yeah, Fifi getting past Giannis there, I think it was.
But they were trading positions the whole time lately, and that's costing them time to Andre. Andre will be enjoying this.
Yeah, he's having a nice, lonely, boring race out front, and he wants to keep it that way. But once he sees Icewind come up on his screen, you know, as the driver behind, that might put a wee bit of pressure on him.
Well, Evel snacks a lot. The name is so hard to pronounce somehow. He pits for mediums. Well, at least that means he has a bit of a pace advantage for all the hard runners in front of him.
Yeah, Icewind is within the DRS range now, so this is crucial for him. We'll see what he does. Is he gonna? Yeah, he's a bit of an advantage here. He can stay out, where these guys are gonna start thinking about pitting in this lap or the next.
I'm already surprised they're going on 16 laps, and Andre is even going on to the 17th lap.
Icewind up to P3 as JP50 in the pits. So
yeah, he's trying the undercut.
This is great for Ice because Giannis has stayed out. Ice will get another round of DRS here.
Yep. He'll be enjoying this.
The Iceman cometh.
Yeah. And Wardop is also in the pit lane. Darrow did get past Nico Rosbot on those mediums.
Yep.
Ooh, Icewind is really running close.
Yeah, you can see the softs with Giannis are starting to give up a wee bit on these tight, twisty corners.
And in those middle section, that's really hard on dying softs. And you also have to be really light on the throttle. Of course, I don't know with what kind of traction control these guys are running, but if you are running medium or no traction control, it's going to be pretty tricky to exit the corners on these old softs. And Johnny's is going another lap.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah, Nice gets past him though, makes it look easy like candy from a baby. But is Giannis going to get this DRS on the second straight and be able to overtake him back? I think not, because Ice has got a pretty good run out of that corner.
The thing is, Fifi also came out in kind of no man's land, so he has clean air. So I think his undercut on Giannis might really work well.
Yeah, and this isn't looking good for Andre at all, because the gap is 5.3, but
yeah.
Andre has to switch to these mediums.
I don't know why Andre is staying out this long, to be honest.
Yeah, I've seen it before though. It was tier 2 race last season. Silver stayed out for 18 laps, I think. He won the race, so I don't know. Maybe there's something in it. Maybe if you know you're still able to get the lap time out of the tires, you're thinking, I can stay out here a wee bit longer.
Checking if there's any penalties for the top runners, but it doesn't seem like this.
Andre in
So-
the pits. Andre is in the pits. So we'll see where he comes out in relation to everybody else. Giannis also in the pits.
Johnny is also, so that's the only Shaka left from the soft runners.
And it was only a matter of time before you saw that pop up. Icewind fastest lap of the session.
It was only a matter of time.
A Legend up to P2 as well on those mediums. So this alt strat looking good for now.
Yeah. The Legend is actually pretty impressive to be within 5 seconds of Icewind. I don't think this is completely over yet. And Andre comes ahead of... Oh, Janis comes out behind Fifi, so... And he immediately lost 1.9 seconds, so that undercut really worked for Fifi.
Yeah, Giannis 2 seconds like gap. That's quite huge actually.
And also the only battle on track in the top 10 right now is Darrow and Nico. Nico is actually keeping up with Darrow on those hards. That's quite impressive. It's still surprising he chose hards with... He pitted in lap 15. You can easily run mediums to the end.
I wonder if it's that, you know, that pit bug where you have mediums selected and they decide to put on hards anyway. I always love that one. I'm like, yay, thanks guys.
That's usually something which only happens to the Ferrari pit crew.
Yeah. So yeah, the race
Wimpy
is settled
says,
down a bit.
Wimpy says Icewind for the win, easy. So Wimpy has a lot of faith.
Yeah, he certainly makes it look easy. It definitely isn't easy though, as me and you can testify to.
We would be running like we would run on like P11, P10.
Yeah, we're P10 boys for life.
Yeah. Hey, but that's points, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yep. Pretorius is saying that, yeah, Icewind has 5-second penalty, which he'll have to serve in the pits.
Ah, right, they serve it in the pit.
So if he serves it in the pits, that means he won't have it removed after the race. So this has actually added an extra challenge to
That means
Ice.
that Legend is actually virtually within a second of Icewind.
Yeah, yep, you're right. So it's added another layer of challenge to this.
Legend pits now, he's trying the undercut.
Yeah, I imagine Ice going to think about pitting next lap then. Try and cover that off a little
Andre
bit.
sets the fastest lap with a 1:11.3.
Fresh mediums, yep. Low fuel.
Yeah, Icewind still has some catching up to do, even if he pits, so... It's definitely not gonna be an easy challenge.
Yeah, 100%, and that's what we want. We didn't want to make it easy for Icewind.
No, definitely.
He was talking about starting on hards, but I thought that would be a bit too much, you know.
Yeah.
But I think this 5-second penalty has actually it spiced things up a bit here, you know. As word up, defending the inside line there from Cubzon.
Yeah.
Cubzon looking pretty pacey for that. He's in P10. Yeah,
10 lap old slots.
He's obviously getting them to work for him here as he's putting the pressure on word up.
Well, the thing with these hards is they take a bit longer to warm up, but once they are warmed up, they're really, not that bad.
Oh, Icewind is in the pits, so he is in the pits. Let's see where he's going to come out. He's probably going to come out just ahead of Legend then in P5, I'd imagine.
Andre with another fastest lap.
And a lot of support for Icewind in chat. We've got
yeah, I can see.
Come on, Icewind, my man. Yep. And he's apparently
he says he's running a wild setup.
Yeah, that's Icewind. Yeah, he always likes to use unique setups, shall we say?
It's not like an Astro setup.
And look at this, Icewind came out behind Legend, so that undercut is worked nicely for.
Strong. Yeah,
big time. Yeah.
He's got his work cut out for. Yeah, this race has gotten really interesting now because Icewind has to make up quite some positions, and he has to pass Legend, and Legend was not far off Icewind's pace in their first stint. So this will be really interesting to see.
Yeah, both Legend and Icewind are just around about 10, 11 seconds off the lead right now. So we're going to just watch this time. I imagine it's going to come tumbling down as they carve their way to the podium and beyond.
And Giannis is right back at the back of Fifi, so their battle continues.
Oh yeah.
Giannis passes Fifi, and Icewind does not have the good run on him. Legend does immediately set the fastest lap with a 1:10.8. The chase is on.
The chase is on, yeah, the heat is on, and Giannis got passed, Giannis got passed by JP50 there, but look at the gap already that JP50 has pulled out there, so
Yeah.
I think Giannis had an issue in that first bunch of corners there.
Yeah, I think he tried to overtake him in the first corner, then got repassed again, and maybe he made a mistake.
Yeah, I just caught the end of another move as well. Icewind gets past Legend on that second straight, so
Wow.
he's put the hammer down. Excuse the pun. Der hammer.
When I put the hammer down, it usually means I head off my front wing. So that's not a different hammer. Yeah, it will be interesting to see if Icewind can clear Legend out of his DRS.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough ask.
So far, so far Legend is following.
Yeah,
and Legend also has saved some ERS. Icewind set up 1.3.
Oh, Fifi gets a free second time penalty there as well, so that pop on the screen.
Let me check the race director.
Icewind's almost within DRS of Giannis here as well, so he's almost on P3 already.
Did Giannis lose the DRS of 50?
He's back in DRS here, so it's kind of a DRS train that Icewind will be most happy about.
Fifi and Giannis both have 3-second penalties.
Okay. And as we know, Ice served his 5-second in there, so he's clean at the minute.
Icewind has no warnings other than that the penalty already served. And Legend also seems to have no warnings. No, not even a warning. That's actually quite impressive. So these guys are not only fast, but they also race really clean. You could use some of that in Tier 2 actually.
Yeah, 100%, yeah. Icewind getting a DRS here, he's gaining massively, and Giannis not able to put a move on this.
The softs are such an advantage on the mediums here.
Yeah, you can see that in the first corner there.
He ran into the back.
Yeah, so much grip in those softs, and I think Ice is probably going to go for... Is he going to go for a move here? Because Giannis has DRS as well, so... I don't know if he's... Yeah, he doesn't have enough yet.
He's sticking behind. But yeah, Icewind really has to watch his braking in the slow corners in the next section. Because those medium runners are gonna brake a lot. Oh, Giannis!
Oh, Giannis! Oh,
he ran at the back of 50.
Yeah,
that was what I meant. You really have to watch your brakes or you're gonna run into them.
Yeah, and Icewind was like, thank you very much.
Yeah.
I'll take that. Oh, Icewind almost going off track there to avoid contact with JP50.
Giannis, Legend retired.
What happened there?
I think Legend hit Giannis, who went off. Oh, that's so unfortunate.
Virtual safety car.
Giannis went off just ahead of Legend, and Legend had nowhere to go.
And Giannis has firm wing damage. Yep. So it's went from a dream race to absolute.
Oh, that's so unfortunate for Legend. He was doing so well. Yeah, there's nothing he could do there. Giannis just went into the wall to the left of him and came back on track, and Legend had nowhere to go.
Yeah, Giannis now in the pits, but let's go back up front with this. Oh, what has happened here? We've got a gap of 9.6 now to...
Yeah, because Fifi also lost a lot of time there.
Oh, yikes, that's not good. So we've got 10
I
laps
wonder
left.
if Icewind has damage, because he's running really, I don't know, he seems off.
Wimpy in chat saying JP is out of sync. I'm noticing JP is showing disconnection sporadically throughout this race, so I think there is an issue there with him.
He did ghost when Icewind passed him for like a second. And so Icewind's
Does Andre have any penalties at the minute, Hammer?
No, he didn't. I don't know if he has warnings though. Can check that.
Ooh, Ice is on a tear here on the final exit there. Just see the traction going down. And he's on the absolute limit as he is going to get the move done by 50 before the start finish line.
He has to catch a second a lap to Andre now.
Yeah,
That's gonna be impossible, I think.
Hot lap mode. Hot lap mode is on. What is it? Party mode? They need.
The party mode, yeah. The McLaren party mode. It's broken.
Broken. So this is it. It's a battle against the clock now for Ice. He's got a 9.7 deficit to make up here and just around about the same amount of laps. But 9-10 laps left.
I think if Andre can just keep his concentration, he has us in the back.
Yeah, I don't see any damage on Ice's car, but there may be like a subtle damage, like a light green front wing maybe. Sometimes
he's not pulling away from 50 either, so I think he did. I think I saw earlier he was really close to the back of 50, and maybe with the ghosting he did hit his wing, and he might have some damage.
Yeah, if Wimpy's listening, if you can give us some intel, I know he's crew chiefing them at the minute. He'll have that information.
Definitely lost the pace he had when he just came out of the pits. Yeah, I'm looking at the minute if there's any other battles, but the field is pretty spread out actually.
Yeah, I'm gonna run with Andre up front here. He hasn't had much screen time. He's
poor Andre.
Had a very lonely race up there.
A lone wolf.
He's just getting the laps in. He's got just over 8 laps to do, including this one.
It's still, people often forget, they think, yeah, he's alone in the front, he had an easy race, but it's pretty difficult with nobody around you to just keep your concentration, keep your focus, and keep pulling in the same laps every time. So I'm quite impressed by his general pace this race.
Yeah, I can only imagine what that's like. I've never been in that position. I think you have though, haven't you? You won a race recently.
In Brazil, on the same track in Chicane on Racing. So I won my first league race without actually profiting from penalties and such. But these guys are already running faster, so
yeah,
I don't know what that's worth.
I'm looking at Fubar and Shaka. Now they are in P14,
I'm
13.
watching the same fight.
But yeah, you've got Andre in the background there, so they are about to be lapped. But these guys are battling at least on track. Not much of a gap between them. It looks like Shaka's got the pace for now, though.
Yeah, but it's also pretty hard with the hards. Oh well, Fubar almost loses it because in the middle section you have a disadvantage, I think.
Team Fubar are very vocal in chat right now. I think Bowman is cheering on his boy. But I'm looking at Andre now. He's on the back of these. I was going to say these guys might hold him up a bit, but no, this is not going to be the case because they're going to ghost for him, aren't they?
Also, Icewind has regained a bit of his pace because he was now at 8 seconds, but he was also at 7.9.
But look at
so
this.
So he is closing in, but it's not going...
Andre getting a wee bit of DRS there from these back markers.
Yeah, that's going to be difficult for Icewind. So Andre for tier 2 or?
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
Past?
I think so. He's very dominant here, so I'd say he would go to tier 2 and yeah, but these tier 3 seats, I don't know. What do you think so far?
Yeah, 50 showed good pace, but he did have some lag issues. Yeah. And I also think Legend definitely deserved more. I mean, he's out of the race now, but he was running pretty close to Icewind and just got cut out by Giannis crashing.
And this guy, Darrow, though, he's looking pretty feisty out there. P6 currently. He started P5, though, has lost position, but he's had a fairly clean, tidy race.
Yeah, he's fighting with Nico all the time. Well, Nico ghosting now. It's a bit weird. Oh, I think Nico disconnected.
Yeah, you're right. He's ghosted at the minute. Yeah, so he's going to drop down further. So
That's unfortunate. He worked himself up on to the 5th place on those hards,
yikes.
and now his hard work has gone to waste.
Yeah, so Darrow indeed up to P5 again. That's where he qualified.
Cups
So
into P6, yeah.
I know it sucks when that happens. You know,
Yeah, but for seats, yeah.
Nico hopefully he comes back pretty soon. He can take over. Cubson getting a free second time penalty there though for turn 1, turn 2 cut.
That is the thing with the Senna S's. If you turn in too early for the first Senna S, you get a warning or a penalty there. And if you turn in too late and you run out wide, you actually cut the second part of the corner, the one to the left, and then you get a warning there.
It's very easy to do, isn't it?
Pretty tricky corner to get right. And also for us non-ABS runners, that middle sector, where you have these pretty fast corners and then a hard braking zone, they're also pretty difficult to get right and not lock up. But I'm not sure who uses ABS here or not.
So the gap P2 to P1, 6.4. I don't think Ice has got enough.
No, he's not gonna make that.
Yeah, it's a big ass 6.4 in what 4 laps. Not gonna happen, I don't think, unless Andre makes a mistake out there. But
yeah, Andre's just keeping it really. He's also saving ERS really well, so he has something in reserves. Should Icewind still make up all the time.
Icewind making his way past a back marker there, and we've got a move between Cubson and Darrow. Cubson getting back past Darrow.
That's actually really impressive from Cubson on 21 laps old hards. I was saying the guys on hards made mistakes, but
yeah, I
they
wonder
both
if
made up positions after they went on hards.
are they kind of coming to life now that the mediums are probably falling off?
Yeah, that is the case. The mediums do lose some of their grip near the end, of course, and the hards can stay alive longer. So maybe that's what they were betting on. Like keep into the DRS when the mediums are at their best, and then when the mediums are dying, pass those guys. I don't think Nico is coming back, by the way, because he's lost another position.
Yeah, see that word up to P7, and Janice on those softs looking pretty feisty at P9, probably gonna move up to P8 pretty soon, I would say.
Yeah, you've got Mehmet, not talked about much, but he's now in P10. I think Mehmet had an issue at the start when he was running last, so he worked himself up pretty well.
Yeah, P10, and if things continue, I guess Nico's going to move down to P10.
That's like the best position to be in,
of course,
right?
Yeah. Get this guy a tier 3 seat.
Definitely. We've got a tier 4 Ocean Chief here. Yeah, but I think the podium battle is pretty much decided now unless Iceland pulls in a miracle lap.
Yeah, or Andre makes a mistake, but I don't see that happening at this stage.
Ooh, meanwhile, Fubar, who was running close to Shaka before, now lost a position to Ignacio, so maybe Fubar has lost it a bit in concentration.
Yeah, and there's Bowman and Chad saying that Cubson has penalties, so Darrow will move up to P5 at the finish line as I can never say that guy's name.
Who?
Mehmet TV?
Mehmet TV.
Mehmet, that's
Mehmet V. No, it's Mehmet V.
Mehmet V. Okay. Yeah, he moved it up to P9 there, so Nico down to P10. Unfortunately, it looks like he might finish outside the points as Giannis gets past Ward up.
Yeah,
they're actually
softer.
Yeah, sorry, Giannis ghosted there, so they're actually like running inside each other's car there for a moment.
That's not what you like to see. The thing is, if those ghosted cars suddenly come alive, then you've got a real issue.
Yeah, it's kind of scary when that happens. Icewind got the gap now to 4.4, but
yeah, unless Andre makes a big corner cut or something that gives him a penalty, or if he really makes a mistake, he's got this in the bag. I think Iceland lost the race when he was in the tussle with Fifi and Giannis, with also the crash with Legend happened.
Yeah,
He
and
just
also,
lost a couple of seconds there and never really recovered.
and then that stupid time penalties really cost him. Like,
Yeah, there's 5 seconds. Coming
funny.
back to his 5 seconds now.
And I'm hearing Andre is on 2 warnings though, so we'll keep an eye on that.
Ooh.
He's probably playing it very, very safe out there in front. Doesn't want to pick up another warning, or
Yeah, he did pick up warnings pretty early in the race. In lap 4 and lap 7. So if he picks up another warning and gets a 3-second penalty, this could still be race on. But yeah, he has a 3-second gap, so if he just takes it nice and easy, he shouldn't get a penalty. He's taking those lines really right.
yeah, he's on the final lap now, so all he has to do is bring it home. No penalties, no track extensions, and this is in the bag for Andre. But Iceland he's now under 4 seconds gap, so he's still on the charge.
Yeah. Andre really cannot afford to get that penalty, so he should really take no risks with trying to take the lap as fast as possible. There's no need for that. I'm actually following him now, but he's taking quite wide lines, so he should be fine.
Yep, so he's bringing it around for the last sequence of corners to make his way onto the start-finish straight. One last time for the final corner, and
Juncaro back to the main straight. And we have our race winner.
happy days.
He's celebrating already.
So Andre across the line, weaving as he does so. Emphatic win for Andre.
P2.
Andre Icewind, yeah, P2, and JP50 cross the line, P3. John is he's a good way back actually, is John, so yeah. P3
yeah, 15 seconds. Leader of the John train, which has no more passengers.
John across the finish line, P4 sealed in the bag, but we're going to look at this P5.
Impressive, but Cupson had a penalty, so is Darrow close enough? Yeah, yes. Darrow in P5.
Yep.
And Giannis in P7. Mehmet actually P8.
Yep,
because Wardup had penalties. That's impressive. Mehmet was last after lap 1.
And look at this, Nico is actually going to pick up a point there, so his car is still ghosted, so fair play to him.
His AI Nico bot, it's literally Nico bot now. I think Evers Nexlotti finished P11 or 12. So Andre did really well.
Yeah, Andre, Darrow as well at P5. Pretty impressed with his drive.
Yeah,
he would be probably one of my top picks for these tier 3 seats.
Definitely.
Andre though, I think Andre's too fast for tier 3 personally. I think he's more tier 2 material.
I agree. Legend is also borderline tier 2, I think. I mean, he was running pretty close to Icewind the whole race until he DNF'd.
Yeah, we'll maybe try and get a chat with him to see what happened there. But obviously an issue between Jana and Legend took Legend out of the race. So say Legend would have been up there as well on the podium probably. If
definitely. I think Legend would be second or third.
There you go. Not many penalties though, which is good to see for tier 4.
Yeah, it was a really clean race. We've seen one virtual safety car, and then that was it, I think. So that's impressive racecraft for these new guys. I'm kind of jealous as a tier 2 driver, actually.
You thinking about moving down, are you?
Yeah. I mean, last race I couldn't even keep it clean for 50 meters.
Yeah, well, this guest driver slot it's been a popular feature, so we're going to see this every week, I think, and we're going to see guest drivers basically, perform at their kind of favorite tracks. So Hammer PM me your favorite track and I'll get you hooked up. I think I would go for France personally. I kind of like that track a lot. I tend to do well there, so I wouldn't mind to go at that in Tier 4.
Yeah, I have to think about it. Normally that's Brazil, but I don't want to run Brazil twice, so yeah, we'll see. I have some other favorite tracks. Definitely not Spain though, I can tell you that.
Oh, a bit of Monaco, no?
Yeah, Monaco wet.
Monaco wet, full wet. Yeah, let's go.
Full wet. So we've got Andre and Icewind in the Gentleman's Lounge. We've got some others in the Corona Club. I don't know who you want to pick first.
Let's see.
A Legend is also there. Maybe we could ask him what happened there.
Yeah, we'll bring him in. I want to find out what happened. Yeah, because we didn't catch that on stream. But Legend, you're joining us in the commentary booth. I can hear my voice back.
Yeah, I know. It's my fault. I'm on my phone. Yeah.
It sounds horrible, but thanks.
We'll try.
Yeah. What happened there, Legend? You hadn't.
Yeah, I know. The race was really nice. Like, I had really nice pace. I could keep up with Icewind. Like, he did some overtakes. I did them too. I did my pit stop. I was surprised I was ahead of Icewind. Like, he was 6 seconds in front of me, and then I was in front of him. He overtook me. I didn't put up too much of a fight because he was clearly faster. Then we caught up to Giannis and that Mercedes guy. I don't remember his name. And
Fifi.
yeah. And he had the lag moment. His car started flying, like it went inside of Giannis' car, and it just like landed on my tire, and it ruined my race pretty much.
All right. So we kind of saw lag issues on stream. So it's unfortunate that that took you out of the one.
No, it's okay. I really enjoyed racing till that point.
Yeah, it was
Yeah, you
looking
were
good.
really
Yeah, unlucky.
But I'm gonna move you out of chat here because I don't like to hear my own voice.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
All of us.
Oh my God.
That was a bit.
Yeah, the echo didn't make it easy.
Yeah. So hey, also we've got a bunch of guys here looking to come in. So we'll bring in the
Let's
race
take
winner.
the race winner.
Yeah. Good choice. We've got Andre in chat. I just yoinked you in there. You've got myself and Hammer here. We're doing the commentary for the race, and yeah, you had a bit of a, I'll not say boring, but it was a lonely one out the front there. Just talk us through the race from your point of view. Were you ever worried at any time? Andre, can you hear me? Earth to Andre? Oh, there you are. There you are. I can hear you.
Yep. Hello.
Hello. Yeah, so I was asking you just about your race. We obviously watched the race there. We're saying it looked like a kind of lonely race for you, just at the front, very commanding race win. But were you ever worried at any point? Like,
Yeah, like in the point of the race, I saw Ice wind behind me like 13 seconds, and I knew how fast he is, especially on the softs. And yeah, then I pitted in like lap 18 because from my practice races, I knew that's the point where I need to pit to have like a good laps, some good laps at the end, in case I need to fight him, but it wasn't the case. Then I pushed quite a lot at the start of the medium stint, and I saw he's like 10 seconds behind me in the last 10 laps, and then I just went a little bit slower so I don't get any penalties or spin or yeah. Because at the start of the race, I kind of lost it, I don't know, 2 or 3 times. I don't know if you saw it, but yeah.
actually didn't know. We thought you had a flawless performance out there.
Yeah. And like I just control the pace, don't get too excited, and yeah. I'm happy I won, of course.
Yeah, well, congratulations on the win, and I just want to ask you as well. You know, obviously this tier 4 is kind of like it's a bit of a unique tier. We don't do the same races as the other tiers. This is more like an assessment tier, and I think by now we've quickly established that you're pretty fast out there, and we're thinking tier 2 is probably where you're going to be headed towards?
Yeah, probably. I was I was watching the live streams of the guys, like to see how well they do in qualifying. And yeah, I think I'm around tier 2 maybe.
Yeah, definitely, I agree. You had really impressive pace and a well-controlled race, so well done, sir.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so yeah, congratulations on the win, and we'll speak after about that tier 2 seat. Hopefully see you in a tier 2 race pretty soon.
Yeah, hopefully.
Okay, thanks for joining us on stream. Appreciate it, and congratulations
Thank you
once
very
again.
much.
So will we bring in Icewind, the P2?
The guest star.
Yeah, guest star. I'm gonna bring Icewind in, and I'm gonna bring in his crew chief and Mr. EGL himself, the myth, the man, the legend, Wimpy 3. Hello guys, how are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. Thanks to Wimpy once again for good job, good job crew chiefing me. That was a lot of fun.
I was just the man in the crew box, man, but the man behind the wheel is the man that did all the hard work, and he did such a great job.
Yeah, it's a fun race. I got very lucky at the start. There was like a big pile up, and I got like 6-7 positions, I think, instantly in turn one because of that pile up. And yeah, then I got like straight away an illegal overtake on one of the Alfa Romeos, and I had to let them go again.
Yeah, if there's one thing you can ask Cody's to do is tell Jeff to warn us under yellow flags not to pass cars.
Yeah, but I mean, the actual other 5-second penalty I got was for, I think it was for that disconnected backmarker Williams that I overtook under yellows because the car basically stopped on track and I couldn't really do anything about it. So
yeah, we had a consistent yellow sector 2 for the first part of the race, I think, and that's where you got your penalties.
Yeah, and then the car that the car that I passed was already like behind 3 other cars, so I couldn't really do anything about it other than just take the penalty. So, yeah.
Also, I'm wondering, can you tell us what happened from your perspective with the crash with near the end of the race when you were battling the 3 cars?
Yeah, the Mercedes, I will maybe show my point of view later on, but the Mercedes was like a red cross as a disconnected car for like half a lap ahead of us, and it basically squeezed Giannis out once, and then 2 corners later it squeezed me out as well. So it was pretty messed up. I don't know what happened to. I guess he got also taken out by that same disconnected Mercedes. Yeah. It was pretty messed up there.
Indeed, it took out Giannis, and then Legend crashed out.
Yeah,
we only saw half of it. We saw a ghosted car, but we were not sure what was happening.
Yeah, it wasn't ghosted. It was for us. I think it was disconnected. You know, the red cross thing on the car, and then it was just the AI was driving really slow, and I tried to go around it, and it just shoved me off the track. And I think it also caught out Giannis and Legend there. So, yeah, unlucky for Legend, of course. I was looking forward to racing him because we were on the same strategy.
Yeah, is there someone you were particularly impressed with in the race, pace-wise?
I mean, some of these guys are pretty fast, so I was thinking like before the race that I will do some silly tactic like hard to medium, which would be really bad. But then Chief kind of told me to just go for it, and I guess it was the right call to just push these guys a bit and see what the pace is. So I don't know, like some of those guys are really fast, and I think they should, if and when we have some tier seats available, they should get those.
Yeah, we've already earmarked Andre for tier 2, but I think Wimpy is here to announce who is going to get. There's a few tier 3 seats up for grabs, and Wimpy's been watching this stream and the past few races like a hawk, and he's been taking names and numbers. So I'll give the platform to you, Wimpy. Do you want to announce who gets the seats?
Yeah. So it's the moment of truth.
A drum roll,
Shall
please.
We begin? It's been how long? 3 weeks? 2 weeks? 3 weeks in the making?
Yep, 3 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah, for keeping an eye out on some guys, things that we were looking for is mostly dedication, first of all. Secondly, racecraft and pace, doesn't help you have the pace, but you got no racecraft or you don't have the dedication. So dedication is on number one on the list. If you're not dedicated to be racing every week or at least every second week or so, um, it's not for you to have a permanent seat. But yeah, to get to the two guys that we have decided as a general board of EGL, not EGL, correction, SLR, sorry, I've got EGL on my mind. We have decided to give the first pick to a guy from France. He is, I believe, a helicopter pilot with the name of Woodup. So,
Hey.
well done to you. If you are in chat, we would love to get you in here for an interview.
He is in the Corona Club.
All right, you guys want to have an interview with him, or shall I get the second announcement first and get them both back?
Yeah, I think bring them both in at the same time would do.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that leaves me with our second pick. This might come to that specific person as a surprise. This gentleman is all the way from El Salvador, Austria, and his name is Shakalaka. He will be our
Hey.
second tier 3 driver. So well done to the two of you guys.
Okay,
I would
well,
like to have an interview with you guys in chat.
without further ado, I've brought both Shakalaka into the commentary booth with Word Up. I see Shakalaka is currently muted, but we'll have a word with Word Up. Word Up, I don't know if you caught the announcement there, but you have been awarded a Tier 3 seat. How do you feel about that, my man?
Yes, I just heard it, so yeah, I'm very happy about that. Actually, I didn't even expect it because this race was not my best race, but and I'm also very happy that Shaka is also upgraded with me because we raced a lot together. So yeah, just very happy.
Excellent. And Jack, I see you're now unmuted. I'm sure you've caught the announcement. The chat's going pretty crazy right now. Someone's typed laka. Yeah. So, you guys are very popular on the Discord, and I think you know all the practice you've been doing has paid off, and both you and Word Up will be joining Tier 3 rank. So, how do you feel about that, Jack? Okay. He's
Shaq?
He's speechless, is what it
He's
is.
speechless. No comment.
He can't quite believe it. He's in shock right now. But I'm very much looking forward to these, Word Up and Shaq being in Tier 3, seeing how they do and see how they progress. Because I imagine it's only a matter of time before you guys progress through the ranks. And Shaq in particular, I know you're a no assist guy, and I think I'm going to be battling it out for P10 and Tier 1 with you pretty soon, I reckon. Yeah, so he is he's grinding away. I saw him last night in the voice chat with Gerlin, or no, with Sunny, and I went in and had a look at what they were doing, and basically Sunny was going through the track corner by corner, showing him exactly, how he would take a corner, what gear he's in, and I'm going like, the dedication there.
Yeah,
It,
that's some practice.
yeah, I was kind of like, can you go for that again, Sonny? Because that was really interesting. Sonny should actually do like videos and stuff like that because yeah, it was very useful information. Just how much track limits you can take per corner. It's you can take a lot more than you think usually, but it's tricky. Like it's tricky. It takes a lot of practice, but anyway, congratulations, Shaq and Word Up, and we will see you in Tier 3 next week then. So I think we're at Suzuka is going to be the first Tier 3 race for you. So how do you feel about that, Word Up?
Oh, I'm sorry. Say again, please.
Yeah, so I'm just saying the first race for Tier 3, you'll be joining them next week for Suzuka. How do you feel about that track?
Very, very bad. It's one of my worst track. I have a lot of practice to do. I need to keep the pace with the other guys.
Yeah, well, we'll be running the practice sessions all week. So you will be, I'm sure you'll be a regular in those practice sessions, as will Shaq, I'm sure. Yeah, so it's going to be a shame to see you no longer in Tier 4, but Tier 3, man, a lot of good drivers in there, and yesterday we saw a pretty entertaining race from those guys, so I am really looking forward to your debut performances. So I'm going to move you back into the gentleman's lounge to let you, or sorry, the Corona Club, sorry, and let you guys get back to the grind. Okay, so congratulations on the seats. We'll speak soon.
Thank you. See you.
Congratulations, guys.
There you go, guys. So I think that's it for now. We've got Tier 1 race tomorrow on EGL. It's SLR Tier 1, no assist, the big one. And then, of course, 2 SRL run Tier 2 and 1 on Sunday. I would like to thank everybody who's behind, like every now and again, I like to just, appreciate the support, from the community, also from the admin team, Icewind, Wimpy, Danny, Pretorius, Jensen, Joel. Hopefully I haven't forgotten anyone, but also you'll notice on this. Oh, Wimpy. No, I said Wimpy. Yeah. So the lost my train of thought, but yeah, Tipsy Bob put together a really good video there with Icewind. Icewind provided the hot lap there at the start of the stream. Tipsy did the voiceover. Neff Luke provided the graphics package. It's a really the more people who contribute to this here, the better the experience for everybody. So I couldn't do it without these guys, and Hammer as well. You've done really good job on this first time this guy's done the commentary in SLR. So I really enjoyed doing it with you. It felt very natural. Sometimes you're kind of you have to fill in the gaps or something, or it takes a while for the chemistry to work out. But yeah, hopefully get you on the mic again sometime, and hopefully see you in this guest driver slot. So do have a think about what track you want to do, and we'll put you down for it. Okay.
I'll do some hard thinking, and I'll sure let you know. But yeah, I really enjoyed commentating.
Excellent. Well, that wraps it up for now. As I say, join us tomorrow for that Tier 1 race. And in the meantime, we will be found practicing hard at Russia, trying to avoid these track limits for this race tomorrow.
Good luck with that.
And unless anyone else has anything to say, I think that will wrap up the stream for now. So thanks everybody for watching. Appreciate it. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. And we will catch you tomorrow. All the best. Bye-bye.
Bye.